Okay, hello. Sorry, I just got out of the shower, so look slightly like a wet rat. But at least I'm not super late this time. What was that? So we're playing this. I got this as part of the Humble Bundle and downloaded it yesterday. So I don't really know what it is. I don't know what it's about. I've heard it's good, but I don't know in what context it's good. Like if it's story-wise or... Years ago, the Bureau abandoned investigation sectors. It's time to learn why. Explore the depths of the oldest house and secret history of the Bureau. I should already have these. I have the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, I have it. I'm pretty sure. Hey, Looney, how you doing? Okay. I don't know why it's telling me to unlock these. Alright. Oh. Alright, it's weird. That's fine. I don't... No, get rid of that. Explain. Cool. So you've played this then. Am I... What the fuck is that? Get out of here. I'm correct in saying that it's good? That's all I know about this. I know it, like, was kind of... When it came out, it was all over the place. Like, I kept seeing stuff... Or, like, ads for it and whatnot. Subtitles, of course. Crosshair. That's probably for the best. Chose. Cool. Cool. Because, yeah, when it did come out, there was... I was seeing the ads left, right, and center, and I just didn't watch them because I didn't know what it was about. But I'm glad to be finally playing it. Okay. Stick with that. Here are some common options. That's good. I wish more games would do that. I find I usually like games more when I go into them blind as well, so hopefully this will be good. It's hard to go blind into games these days though, because even when you're looking it up, the first thing that pops up is the trailer or like some reviews of it. I have an Xbox One controller that plugs into my computer, but I only actually own an Xbox 360. So I'm not super up to date with my consoles, but one day. Yeah, I used to use a Xbox 360 controller to play my games on. But the adapter for it was like, it just wouldn't work with Windows 10. It was really annoying. And then someone got me this controller plus the adapter for it for like my birthday or something. And I've been using this ever since. It's a little busted though. Classified as games, creepy times. Okay, I'm into that.
This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am.
Okay.
I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it, and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Okay. I'm going to have to change the graphic settings almost immediately because it doesn't like... show low performance. I don't like doing this. I don't like putting the resolution down. So put that on medium. Shadows low. Put that up a bit. Effect game later. Yeah. I have this issue at the moment with my computer just uses, for some games it's fine, other games it's not. It just uses way too much resources, more than it needs to, like way more than it needs to. It's really frustrating, and no one really seems to have a solution for it. But we'll just fiddle with it and see what's what.
Hello?
Oh my god, okay. Shit. Display. But I like games that have creepy bits in them. I'm not a super big fan of horror games, but I like it when games can kind of have a little bit of creepiness to them.
Anyone here?
Getting closer. I might turn the brightness up too. It's very dark. Like I can barely see it. So we'll go like 75 and 80. Best of luck. Far object detail. Go very dark. Yeah. You know what? I might just max it out because if it's, oh, actually maybe not. Let's just we'll stick with 80 and we'll see how we do. Oh wow. What was that? I can't look at the road. Actually, I might just check and see if something's running that shouldn't be. No. No, that's all good. What's SSO? Soft shadows between requires a moderate amount of... Okay, let's turn that off then. And ray tracing, make sure that's all off. We're good. Hey, there we go. I might... That is super bright. That's kind of a little too bright for my eyes, so I'll turn it down a smidgen more. We'll go 70 instead. There we go. That's better. Okay. So I can look at the road and not lag. That's good. It's just, it's a constant game of like changing the graphics to make sure that everything's good. Collectibles. Oh my god. Okay, we'll pick up them as we see them, but we will not be picking all of them up. Unless I really like this game, then I probably will. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials, unauthorized weapons, pages, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept. E.g. rubber ducks and ketchup bottles. Basically background. Okay, that's good. That's cool. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Right. Interesting. What was that? Oh, okay. Doors open on their own. That's good. Hydrate. Oh, no, I don't have any. I don't have anything to drink. I'll have to grab something in a second. Nothing in here. You stay healthy, yeah. That's a stiff jump. Okay. This is strangely empty. Bureau expenditures. Staffing, surveillance, blank, data center initiative, construction, blank blank. Minor, office equipment, janitorial costs, blank, mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. Well, as interesting as quarterly reports are, I think I'm going to have to skip that. Why is it telling me to sprint? Okay, cool. Oh god. It looks awful. If the brightness is up too high, it looks fucking terrible. Or it might just be these lights, actually. So, it's back here.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge building that says Federal Bureau of Control. Okay, yeah, we'll leave it at 60. If it gets too like glary, not glary. What do you call it? If there's too much like white light and stuff looks weird, I'll turn it down again. This is like an okay level of brightness. Yes, otherwise known as bright. Okay, can't crouch. Oh. Oh, that's glass. That's not like a hole in them. Whoops. Security order. What we got? Blank, a shark in his blank, although secure blank, permission to blank, basic protocol blank, shoot to kill blank, good luck, attention or blank. Well, that's just incredibly informative. Wow. Not getting a lot so far, are we? Hello, as you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E. From your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under section 75.2 of the employee manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head. Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best admin team. Wow. Sounds like fun. Gotta love Redacted, yeah.
Hello?
I don't want to talk to him yet. He looks creepy.
Hey, excuse me.
Favorite character?
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, they you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
Hey Kenda, how you
Night
doing?
shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than
Creepy.
someone
Oh yeah, no,
with no
not
face
at all.
Think about it.
Yeah, we're still getting some lag. I might turn some other stuff down. Yeah, I don't think they're going for like comfortability. Put that down.
No face.
Considering it's called the Federal
What
Bureau
was
of
that?
Control.
I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Okay. That's comforting to know, considering we don't have a weapon. Oh, sorry. Gotta say, I'm not a big fan of doors opening on their own. Oh, we came through here. Now there are signs down and stuff. Great.
The cell. And the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since.
Okay.
Will you help?
That's why I'm here. Hey Pigeon, how you doing? That was a weird noise. Okay. I feel so comfortable right now. Fine. That's good.
Did I lose you there for a moment?
Just
You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
okay. Is she speaking to me? Or to us, I guess? Or is she just talking to herself? HRA protocol activated, multiple building shifts detected, building lockdown in effect. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do I feel like we've just walked in when everything's going to shit? Reminder, RE, drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrase to use. In the service of his/her country, regret, proud, pride will be remembered. Word phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, sorry. Yeah, no spoilers. We'll figure it out. We'll see as we go. What the fuck? Something just bit me. And I can't get in here without a card. Ugh. That's like weirdly realistic. That could almost be a photo. It might even be a photo that they've just popped into the game. Trench, do not disturb. Barbara, I'm not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Alright. Okay. Someone... Oh yes! Let's investigate the gunshot sound while unarmed.
Shit.
Oh, he just killed himself.
Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Oh, I see.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Must choose to be the chosen
Where
one.
am
Okay. Hey James, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not bad. 3 days to go. 3 days till what? Till the weekend. Yeah. Alright, I have a health bar now. Follow the board's instructions to complete the astral plane challenge. Good to hear, James. None of the above. These are the concepts, tattoos we see in our minds. Service weapon. Okay. Mass Effect. Oh, the what the fuck is that? Oh, jeez. We're kind of strong.
The same gun.
The legendary editions. Edition.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
Indeed you do, Jesse. Indeed you do. Cool, I didn't realize they were coming out so soon. Service weapon regenerates ammunition automatically when not used. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, they're so weird. Oh man, I feel like a freaking Jedi. If Jedis used guns. Oh, and we're really terrible aims with those guns. Oh, it's like a force push. Oh, you have a gun. Oh, you're gonna stream it? That's cool. It's a great idea. I better pick all these up. Do same day. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Then I won't bother. I mean, obviously my headshot skills are incredible. It needs no Needs no saying. So yeah. Border point shooting. Oh, so we're the director now.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
Okay.
Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
I'm gonna say no. Oh, bloody hell. That's a lot of stuff. Right. So it's some more case files. Service weapon. Oh, is this kind of... This is reminding me of SCP stuff. Which, I guess depending on how much you know about that, it's kind of cool. I like it. Anyway, containment procedure, no unique... Oh my god, it is exactly like SCP. Object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to redacted. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the blank, though their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as a director's office. The popular hypothesis redacted many forms throughout history. Redacted Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varunastra, all weapons that redacted of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details. Wow. Family. Yeah, not bad. James, I'm back at work now, which is good for my pocketbook, but not so good for everything else. Oh, here we go. We actually have the presentation.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
It's totally normal. Okay, let's keep going. I might fiddle with the graphics for a second again. Love doing this all the time. Jim going, yeah, it's keeping as consistent as I can. Usually, if I miss the stream, I miss the gym as well. Which sucks, but hey. What can you do? Volumetric. We might... Just turn that off. Just turn these off. Ugh. Definitely won't lag now. Oh.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. was horror.
I didn't do anything. Don't thank me. I don't know what the fuck's going on. How about you, James? What have you been up to since you were here last? I might just turn. I don't know. Just turn these down. Alright, that'll work.
Get the fuck away!
Hiss guard. Hiss corrupted security guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of that fact. Hiss guards use the standard issue bullpup rifles that they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranormal abilities, with the exception of that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shield of dense Hiss resonance capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in an organic host over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have a level of cognitions? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all questions for later, though it is obvious they corrupted individuals retain knowledge of the use of their weapons. Refer to redacted for full report. Just been working. Yeah, I feel you there. Never stops, does it? This is just called Control. I know absolutely nothing about this, actually. I got this as part of the Humble Bundle of this month, or last month. And I know it was decently well received, but that's about it. Oh, we got a mod already. Okay. Oh. Although, so far, I am extremely intrigued into what is happening. Can we? No, we can't. So, hang on, how do we get our map up? Oh, we can crouch now. Oh, fuck me. How do map? There, there we go.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
Hey, honey, how you doing? So,
Hotline, says the dead man.
that's us.
Okay.
Look. Ooh, destructible environment. My poor graphics card. That's enough of that. Doing okay. That's good to hear. I've been alright. Ooh, busy over the last couple days, but apart from that, yeah, not too bad at all. Ooh. Oh man. I'll keep an eye on the frame rate, but oh god, destructible environments probably aren't going to help much. Do I have a dodge, or...? No, not really. I have a run and a jump and a crouch, and that's about it. That's not fair. Just disappeared. Oh, there's crits too. That's good. What you been up to, honey, since we last spoke? You doing okay there? Okay, that's all of them. So It's not often that a game can make me want to find out what happened this quickly. This is just weird. Sorry. Just staring at Ren floating people, who I presume are dead. They are now, probably. Try and get back to work. Oh, that's cool. Well, as long as it's something you enjoy. Where it's less cool if it's not. Right, okay. Is there... More fucking pay... Oh my god, we're going to be reading a lot in this, aren't we? How is the new doctor search going? It took me a while to, when I was looking for one, it took me frickin' ages to find someone halfway decent. Because, I think I mentioned it, I had like a really bad pain in my, like where my bladder is. And, yeah, my previous doctor was just like, oh well, it'll go, and it was really bad to the point where when I walked, it was like a stabbing, like someone was stabbing me with a knife, and they were like, it's fine. It turned out just to be like a kind of bad UTI. Is that too much, too much information? Probably, but yeah, it was like really bad, and she didn't even offer me anything for it. And then the doctor I went to after that she like cleared it up so quickly. But yeah, that sucked. Big time. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes drive before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Okay, so... this is basically SCP. Containment Breach. That is the game version. Oh my god, we basically have the Force. But the SCP Foundation is like a little collection of community-made stories, and they're really interesting. If you have some time to read them, they're very, very cool. At least I think so. Oh, they're all talking. Oh, that's weird. Central Executive.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
That's okay, honey. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Ugh. That sounds really horrible. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. But hopefully you can find someone who's actually going to take it seriously. That always annoys me so much when... Okay, that's enough of that. When I hear stuff like that, because doctors are supposed to help you and listen and just help you manage whatever's going on, but when you get someone like that, it makes everything so much more difficult. Smoked for a long time. insane. Oh, hasn't been like a really long thing for me. I kind of found it. I knew of it. I have known of it for ages, but I didn't really get into it until sort of halfway through last year. And I found this YouTube channel that does it really well. Like these little animations of SCP stuff. And if you haven't seen it, it's called The Rubber. Which is a little... my accent might... The Rubber. He does really, really good SCP animations. And... yeah, I quite enjoy those. But I had them on my phone. When my computer was busted, I used to read through them on my phone. That was really like a thing to keep me entertained while I was going stir crazy. Anyway, how to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them some questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York or just visiting? How did you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and they'll need to leave. If their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then redact it immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. I mean, there is, though. You can definitely be too suspicious. Although it's good to be suspicious. Did you get all that? Up in the moon, I told them I'm working to do. Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you're fine now. Holy shit! So she just like kept upping the dosage instead of actually trying to find. Ugh. Some doctors. Tales. Yes, me too. Tales of the Foundation. That's another really good one. I found that one after The Rubber, I think, and those are really good too. I like with the Tale from the Foundation. I like the one how it like kind of weaves all of the stories together. I think that's really cool. But that's really shitty that your doctor was like that. Oh, that just annoys me so much. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially redacted in popular culture using Redacted, our Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clearer elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on Redacted, a pair of scissors that consume human Redacted through two punctures of the Redacted. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to that for the full report. Yes, it's like free therapy. But, I mean, I'm not a therapist. I do enjoy listening, though. That's probably fine. Look, it's 150. Whoa! That's insane! That's like trying to put out a fire with petrol. Or gas. Whatever you want to call it. That's... yeah. How'd they fit this in the building? Oh. Exactly. Like, the Twitch chat is free. I've been to, I went to see a therapist once as part of, like, the whole checkup procedure. And they weren't great. My therapist was very condescending and... Or not my therapist, like the doctor's office therapist was very condescending and, like, obviously didn't like their job. So, thankfully, there was only like a one session thing. And yeah. Which, no, not at all, honey. You, if you're comfortable sharing it, then go for it. No such thing as talking too much. Oh, fuck. That's, that guy has a shit ton of armor. Oh my god. How do I crouch? Not like that. There we go. Oh, this is like a boss, I guess. Or a mini boss, at least. Yeah, fuck you.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading them.
Right.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Right. Do 7 different ones. Wow. Yeah. Well, I think once you find like a good one, same with everything really, whether that be like a therapist or doctor or whatever. Once you find a good one, it's a good idea to hold on to them for as long as you can, because it's so difficult to find someone who's reliable.
We did it.
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Who-
Are you with us? With the Bureau?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh shit! You're the new director.
Whew.
Hold on, we're coming out.
This is all happening very quickly. Friends? Question mark?
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible,
Ooh.
our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
Whenever I think it's to do with how much detail is in her eyes, but every time it zooms in on her face, there's like a lag spike. Jesus, right? Yeah. To me, like a lot of the time, court-appointed stuff,
Okay.
people don't really seem to like their jobs in that case, you know? And that makes it
You
hard.
with me? We did it before. Pushed the hiss out.
Okay, sure. If you're trying to deal with someone who couldn't give less of a fuck, then what's the point? Like, why bother? Because it just feels like you're wasting everybody's time. I think she's dead.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Please blink. There we go.
Jesse, over here.
What?
We need to make a plan, Jesse.
Don't. I don't know if it's. It seems so normal in games. People say your character's name over and over again. But if someone in real life says my name, I'm like, what? What? Who? No one. Like, I don't. If I'm trying to talk to someone, I don't say their name. I'm just like, hey, how you doing? I'm not like, hey, Jesse. Hey, can we talk to me, Jesse? Over here, Jesse. It's like, no, it's weird. But in games, it's like just
I can't
normal.
cleanse them. I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing.
Of course.
I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that.
Right.
And Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Just very,
Where is
yeah.
the Hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
What, so I can murder him or something?
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Not all, just most. Oh, shit. So that's the hotline, I guess.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. So we have materials. I don't have a clearance level. Okay. The only person you should fail is yourself. Well, take that one off the list.
The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs.
Oops.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm just gonna duck to the bathroom. I'll be back in 2 seconds. talk to people when we get the chance, because I'm guessing this is a game where if you don't have a firm grip on what is actually happening, you'll have no clue. Like it'll just like make no sense at all.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
Okay.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
Right. If you don't want to be found, though, this smack bang center of New York probably isn't the greatest place to be.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe.
Some of my
See, he
favorite.
was
Oh
killed by
man.
the service weapon, your gun. Maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will.
I don't know. I'd have to refresh my memory a bit because I haven't watched any of the stuff in a while, and the last time I read through them was ages ago. But I quite like, off the top of my head, it's I can't remember its number, but it's like this little orange squishy. I think it's called Tickle Monster. Where's my phone? Where the fuck did I? Phone. I think it's called the Tickle Monster, which is of course a rather strange name. Tickle Monster. Yeah, it is. Oh, SCP-999. Yeah, he's like a super friendly SCP that like likes attention. He's basically like a cat, likes attention and to play with the employees of the SCP Foundation, but it's also one of the most powerful SCP that they know of.
Can you tell me what an object of power
Yeah, I like
is
that one.
exactly?
There's plenty that are really
This is
freaky
all-
and I really like,
Well,
but
new to me.
they're
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power
Numbers
are
escape
mundane
me.
objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it.
right.
Thanks.
So altered items can't really be used like the one we're using now. The others are handy. This is, yeah. What about you? What's your favorite one? If you can think of one.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss.
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too.
Sorry.
Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
sure I'll
kind
have more
of...
questions soon.
When I
Just let me
first
know.
found out about SCP, I was in high school, and this was right around when the game came out, and the game was getting some traction actually. It had just come out, people were playing it, like it was really popular on YouTube. And that's how I found about it. One of my friends was like, you should play this. And I was like, fuck no, I'm a little baby, but you can tell me about it. And so they did. And then I kind of forgot about it for a while, and then last year I found some of those videos and was like reading up about them, and I got the same. I was like, oh, this is amazing. I have to read all of these. And I read like fucking 400 of them or something. Like I was going through them in like descending order. So I read so many of them. And then I was just kind of like, eh. Much more passive interest. Energy recovery speed, sure. That's probably fine. They're just so interesting though. It's like a really unique thing. I don't think there's really anything else like it. There is Warehouse 13, which is a TV show, which I have not seen, but is apparently very, very, very heavily based on SCP stuff. To the point where, you know, it seems like whoever made that show saw SCP and was like, oh, that's a good idea. Apparently. Like I said, I haven't seen it, but that's sort of what I hear.
There it is again.
That's a pretty old show by now too, I think. Hard Disk Roto. Oh, yes, I know
Welcome
him.
message.
I also like the, his companion, the little... I don't know if she's actually a little girl or what, but she's like the only one he'll actually talk to. And, like, allow to be around. .5.2.1 info hazard. I haven't heard of that one. Yeah, I can't get in there. 2521. Oh shit. Is the gun too loud? It's very loud to me, but if it's alright, I'll leave it. Travel costs. Visited the following Nevada accommodations. Blah 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 blah. Accommodation 831. Meals, gasoline, minibar. I do wonder if a motel called Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. If you're spending $313 on a minibar, you may have a problem. Gun sounds okay? Okay, cool. The voices and the gun, or like the action, are very, very different volumes. So, I think it's actually set to max as well. That's right. The subtitles are supposed to be on. The subtitles are supposed to tell me what that's actually saying, unless they've been turned off. No, they're on. Oh, okay. So he's like an anti... what are they called? Anti-meme tick? Or something? Like the ones that somehow make people forget and... kind of like the... things from Doctor Who. Oh, what are they called? What are they called? I'm gonna head back for a second. I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, I'm not so concerned. I just want to explore thoroughly enough. The silence, yes. Oh my god, that was gonna annoy me all night. Yes, exactly like the silence. Which makes me think maybe Doctor Who got some inspiration from SCP as well. But the silence are really cool. That really freaked me out the first time I saw that, like, that episode arc. Ugh. As much as Doctor Who gets shit on for like its low production quality sometimes, God, it's a good show. I haven't watched the recent ones because it's such a never-ending show. I have trouble keeping up with it. And I started watching other stuff, but oh man. There's another one of my who's your favorite? I think my favorites, from what I've seen anyway, I haven't seen the older guy and I haven't seen the lady, who I can't remember the name of. But David Tennant and Matt Smith were my favorites. Matt Smith maybe more so than David Tennant, possibly. But I'd have to go back and watch them to like remember which is my favorite. To season 12, yeah. It's hard to like... I have enough trouble keeping with a TV show, especially when it's like a show like that that just keeps going and going and going and going. So yeah, I tend to like let a fair few seasons come out and then go back and watch them all the way through. Both favorites too. Oh, see, we both got great taste. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them. Destroy multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity, or destroy the Hiss entities in the area. Resonance field seems to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. With the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Without. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. Right. One of my favorite episodes with David Tennant is, of course, the Weeping Angels. Fuck me, it's dark. And because the angels are one of the things that like freak me out the most, still do even. And I remember watching that for the first time. Oof. Horrible. In a good way. So yeah, I have heard that they're both really, really good. But I have a very bad habit of... I mean, it's not a bad habit, but if I'm getting back into a show, even if I've watched, say, like, a huge chunk of it and then I stopped. Depending on how long it's been since I watched it, I'll usually go back to the start and then watch it all the way through to that, like, after that point. So if I want to go back and watch 12 and 13, I'll feel bad if I don't start off with 9 and then go all the way through. And it does get kind of annoying, and I get annoyed at myself. Just like, just get over it. Just go and watch the other ones. It's fine. And then I'm like, no. What if I miss like a really specific, important detail? It's like, you're probably not gonna, but okay, let's go ahead and just spend the next couple months of your life watching this show from the very beginning that you've already seen. Anyway. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never came to fix my house. I got a problem, and you got to send folk to fix it. Got my wife one of those singing fish on the walls, not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. It says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. Can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Okay. I haven't, no. I've tried a couple times, but even though I feel like Game of Thrones should be right up my alley, it's like everything I like in TV shows and media, like fantasy, high fantasy, violence, magic, all that kind of things. I just can't get into it. And I honestly, I don't know why. But every time I try, it just loses my interest so quickly. Maybe one of these days I might, like, force myself to watch through them, maybe. He's watching all seasons, playing games. Nice. Oh, yeah, there actually isn't the next, like, new show of Game of Thrones actually has Matt Smith in it, I think. So it's supposed to be, like, a pretty big one, right? Oh, fuck me. Same. I'm glad I'm not alone, honey. A lot of characters clears itself. Yeah. I feel like, I mean, the whole show has kind of been spoiled because when that ending came out, everyone was like complaining about it pretty much. But like, I even like the actors themselves. Most of the actors I really enjoy, like I enjoy their other stuff. I don't know. It's weird. I might have to get like all of it and just try and watch it in like one big go instead of like lay it all out so I can just watch from beginning to end. We'll see. I don't even have fucking time to watch a show, let alone an entire one. Greetings, Director. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connection or related topics found among the letters. Excuse me. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranormal world. Paranatural. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the postal services as undelivered. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connection to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into the dead letters. Alright. Yeah. Maybe not in one go, but like just do big chunks of the show. So I can kind of keep up with everything. Because I find if I'm not watching stuff really consistently, like every day, or just a lot of it in a very short amount of time, then then I can kind of forget important details. My memory is awful. Like, it's fucking atrocious. No worries, honey. Well, sleep well, and yeah. hopefully we'll see you again soon. Thanks for hanging around. There we go. We certainly will, thank you. Oh shit. I wonder what we can do with all these materials. We've got nearly 3,000, but we haven't gotten like a shop or anything yet. How do I get up to that? Not exactly the most difficult enemies I've ever had to fight.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on, and they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Okay. Cleanse. Did I get that as like a... I did. Okay. Floppy disk.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of...
Can I reverse? No. Rewind, not reverse.
Concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on, and they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Okay. By holding on to this floppy disk. Right. Okay, back to normal. For now.
Communications. We're on the right track.
I do actually... Oh, we can fast travel now. Cool. I want to head back and go through another door, which I think we may have missed something. Okay. To whom it may concern, I'm being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have a great dead man telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. James Bartholomew. Right. House memory. What are these for? This is nothing. His life isn't okay. That's creepy. So communications is to the left of us. Whoa! I must have hit something extremely explosive. Holy shit. Oh. Back. So we're in the cafeteria. It was like a little door off to the side. That just there, actually. I'm guessing there might be something in there. No, I don't think we'll be getting different weapons. I think this is like... No, okay. We'll be coming back to that then. Alright, good to know. That does a lot of damage. Shit. Sarah. So this is all autosave. That's good to know. Hello avid readers, the Bureau Book Club, the Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner of the table of the cafeteria at 5 PM on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading! Well, I wouldn't expect a reading club in a place like this. That's gross.
She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Telfer. We'll find your mama together.
Well, that's fucking disgusting. I don't like that at all. I think that's everything in here. We don't get like map markers or anything to tell us what's what. Oh, there we go. This is how we get up. Ouch. Maybe. No? What, you telling me I'm not supposed to be up here? Yeah, stop watching. So there's this, I can't get in there because it's a key card. Sure. But I can go through here. Oh, and over there too. No, that's where we came from. The constant whispering is gross. That's probably big pool of blood. That's probably fine. No privacy. So we can go upstairs, which would lead to, I guess, where it actually wants us to go. Or not, it's blocked off. Oh shit. Okay, jeez. Oh my god. That's just talking about a book. I'm not super skim through it. Yeah, no. I'm good. What's... Ah, yeah. No, we're not watching that again. It's creepy as fuck.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to find it.
So I'm guessing that's the floppy disk, but it's just gotten bigger because of the hiss. Oh, this doesn't go anywhere. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, it can blow through cover as well. I didn't really expect that, but that's fine. Yeah, there it is, it's the floppy disk. Can I have this now?
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings?
So these are like tutorial
I'm not
areas.
their director. I'm no one's director.
I mean, you are though. Oh my god, that's so cool! And it oh, it does cost energy. Okay. I mean, fair enough. Launch, align the Cune thingamajig into the hole slot to advance score. It's pretty, yeah, pretty much. I wonder what other powers we'll get though. I mean, being a Jedi is pretty freaking cool, obviously. And to be honest, this is kind of doing a better. I feel more like a Jedi in this than I have felt in some other games. I wonder if I can pick them up. Come on. Okay. I assume we'll be able to upgrade these powers later on. Floppy disk is now bound.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it.
That'll work. Oh, you can just like tear chunks out of the... See, that's what you should be able to do in like Star Wars games. Ouch. I even like the noise it makes. It's creepy but cool. What is that, a bag of cement? Oh, they're up the... And it regens so quickly that you can use it constantly. It's way more effective than the gun is at the moment. Does that mean I can, like, blow through these, or...? No. These are still very much just locked doors. Proceed through the communications depth. Okay. Personal launch efficiency. Okay. Energy recovery speed, cost. No, I think we'll keep the energy recovery speed. Seems to be working alright for us so far. Oh no, a level 2 is laggy as shit. Containment procedure must be contained in a cell with no other loose materials. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. We've already watched the presentation. Object is currently bound to Redacted for research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in Redacted by agents Redacted and Redacted with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to redacted missiles believed to be reserved for use against Redacted. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at the members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. Cool. And this is just another weapon. Enemies, basically. That's cool.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Floppy disk. I mean, if anything was going to give you telekinetic powers, it would be a floppy disk, right? That's the first thing my mind goes to. Gotta be careful saying floppy disk, otherwise Twitch might ban me. National news sites have begun publishing the story of a polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to redacted. So another ore behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring redacted and redacted and redacted for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Probably could have just jumped over that, but that's okay. Where am I? Still in the communications depot. Oh my god, okay, so you can just obliterate those people. That's so cool. Can't wait to find out what we do with undefined material, though. Clearance level 1, there we go.
This must open the door.
We ought to open a bunch of doors now. So we can get into whatever that is, which I'm assuming is like the next big, maybe where the hotline is or something. Let's have a quick look through here first, though. Pitch black, perfect. And again, the game's probably telling me, get out of the bathrooms, you idiot, and go and do the more important thing. Boss fight, maybe? Boss fight, definitely.
They can fly now. Great.
That's not fair. What was that? Oh, it was a desk lamp. Very green desk lamp. This fight is massively laggy. It's not actually too tough, you just gotta trick him into not dodging. And, I mean, trick is probably the wrong word. Basically just keep throwing shit until you do damage. Not exactly the most exciting strategy. What's that? Basically, yeah.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
They throw shit, be careful.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Nope. What should mean up there? Ooh. make sure we're not missing any chests first. No. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located, redacted, which had been connected to a total of redacted disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house, redacted days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in Butte Home's closet disappeared during this incident. Cool.
Alright, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an alternate item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
So he was the one we just tried, well, didn't kill, but
The hotline can't be far now.
we just fought. So he's been turned into whatever they are. Oh god. According to the testimony, the agents have been transported from the home to a roadside motel named Ocean View Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which then they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside the room, they were transported to the oldest house. Disappearances of the homeowner and the other locals have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, blank light cords have been found in the oldest house, located in the redacted and redacted sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly these link operates is redacted, but initial hypothesis is center on the AWE as a redacted. Alright. It's hard to get a decent idea of what the fuck is happening with everything being redacted. Or all the important bits anyway. Just a check-in list. Nothing too interesting.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. Light switch cord. Door marked with black pyramid.
So we'll have to find the door of the Black Pyramid to end up in that room over there. Why did I think that would work? Jeez, the loading screen is a little long. Okay, does that just take me back? I don't have to do this again, do I? Okay, good. So that's just like a... not a checkpoint, but a respawn point. That's good. Don't like having to redo stuff. Wait. How do I...
Whoa.
There we go, I had to pull it 3 times.
No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar.
Here's the Black
This
Pyramid.
feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Hello? Anyone here?
I'm gonna say no. Wakey wakey! Hmm? Alright, no one wants to speak to me, so we're gonna go. Okay. Do I not have the key or something? I don't really have many options here. I've got this door, the one to go, the string to go back, and the bell. I can't use my powers here either. Wait. Oh, the bell opens different doors. Okay.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
There we go. I'll check the others, because there might be something cool in there. Or something freaky. Who knows? Oh, that's back to that one. Okay. Fine. Never mind then. Okay. Oh, another challenge. Huh. That's probably good. The hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. How? Do I have to sneak behind it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Didn't know there was a gap there. AstraZeneca? What's AstraZeneca? Am I supposed to just be pointing him? Okay, which... Oh, is it? Right, okay. They've really gone overboard with the way they name those things, right? They're all just kind of weird names. Okay, so we've got to sneak around them. That makes more sense. No, not so much sneak, just get around them. Now, this is the much more interesting word. Meaning of astral. Rather than the friggin' vaccine. I've already seen memes and stuff about, like, people getting all the different types of COVID vaccine to unlock, like, superpowers. Yeah. It's easier that way. Well, I guess.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Okay. That's probably not a good idea. I mean,
I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
Alright. It'll be a long time before I'm eligible for any of the frickin' vaccines. They're still processing that one. It's gonna be a while.
Ring, ring. It's Dr. Darling calling. In 1978, a comms department intern heard the hotline ring and picked it up, going against every safety protocol in the manual. She never recovered.
Oh, you got your first shot. Nice. Is it, do you have to get the 2?
Repression therapy. It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well. Our very own Ouija board. Only the director can answer it safely, and what he hears is kept classified.
The 3 spots. Oh well, better for you then if people just didn't bother. Second one is beginning in June. Right, okay, cool. I got my flu shot the other day, but not I'm gonna have to wait ages for that. But yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. Maybe some people just like canceled their appointments, maybe. Oh, who knows? Well, better off for you then. Hotline. Object should be inaccessible for use as a director. Object is 1960s era red bakelite telephone. Rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs, who knows. Object allows the director to communicate with the redacted. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause a lethal something. Object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifests in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests was run on the object, including redacted and redacted, but its origin remains unknown. To the people. Oh, right, okay. So people are like expecting to be contacted about their shot, but they're just not realizing that they have to make it themselves. Wow, that's kind of a big fuck up.
Will react
Jesus.
strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Help with what? I don't even know what we are. Like, if the thing she's talking to is us, or what? So we've got... We have this. These seem to have extra bits and pieces when you watch them from your inventory. So is this putting people in the risk categories? Oh, you mean like older people and children and whatever. Majority of people ended in the lowest groups. So then it defeats the point. Sounds like they're making it pretty difficult to get the shot at all. Yeah, it's a long time to wait. So just remove the categories altogether.
What's wrong?
Hmm.
I'm so
Jesus.
sorry, Meg.
That's...
What happened?
Well, I suppose that's better than not being able to get it at all. As weird as that is.
It's like the director says.
Whoa. We regret to inform you of an incident occurring during our recent undertaking that resulted in... Well, where your family member was... I can almost read that out. Something... Oh no, I think it says redacted. I think it actually says redacted underneath the black text. Texter. Blair Wright was a valued member of the agency. Yeah, that's it. Nothing important.
Confidential and children both start with C.
What's done?
Directors.
Right. Well, they need to change that, because if people don't know that they have to make their own appointments, and no one's going to go and do it.
Missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
Oh, these things are fucking creepy.
I'll help you look, Topher. We'll find your mama together.
Okay, so there wasn't any extra bits in there, but these seem to have extras.
Alright, take this down.
And no, that won't. Back we go. Oh, we're back in the office. Or our office, I guess. There's some concern regarding our budget. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the US Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line, another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Right. So, the fact that they're in this oldest house means people just don't notice them like they usually would in all aspects, even if they're on paperwork? That seems very convenient. This looks like there's something behind there. So she's back in the boardroom. So this place probably gets away with like a shit ton of tax evasion too. because they're not picked up on paperwork. Oh my god, there's actually people here who are going to try and kill me. Ah, that's nice. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals abilities. When gathered, potency of these abilities depends on the power utilitarian using the object of power. As an example, some can achieve a throw distance of blah blah blah. What exactly determines the individual's competence is unknown. It's largely believed that some exist within the body and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Okay. So some people suck, some people are good. That pretty much sums that up. Paperless Bureau? Possibly, yeah. Well, the thing with going completely electronic though, and I don't think it'll ever really happen, I think it's easy to fudge your numbers and stuff on paper than it is on like an electronically recorded system. Because it's so much easier to inspect electronic records than it is paper, right? And I mean, they take that very seriously. Tax evasion. Yeah. I think we'll never really go to like full paperless. There's always going to be a need for it, I think.
Did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry.
Do you want to chill?
Emily?
What the hell? By order of Jesse. Oh, that's us. Okay. Yeah, as manipulatable as electrical systems are, I think people are always gonna want to get away with stuff. And if you do something on a computer, there's pretty much always a record of it. But if you write something on paper and then burn it, then, or I don't know, destroy it in some way, even drop it in a puddle for Christ's sake, the ink is just gone forever. So it's easy to hide stuff on paper. I mean, it's very like pessimistic of me to just believe that they keep paper for wrongdoings, but it's probably true. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected. Only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed this theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She's able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested the ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process killed the host. Perhaps the host physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Wow, you guys write reports very quickly around here. Like, I've been going for not that long. You've already written a full report.
I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
That's probably a good sign.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Okay. It's like a weird sloshing that does not... I don't want to find out what's making that noise. Am I supposed to know what that is? Oh! Upgrade and unlock new abilities from the nearest control point. Cool. So... Hotline. Board countermeasures.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
Wow, you have to be fucking up pretty bad to, like, be labeled suspiciously wrong.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. The conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll Rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline.
I thought it was always in the director's office.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially. My head of
Even though
operations.
Darling is
She
like
sees right through it.
suspiciously
She knows I don't like relying on people.
incorrect
The only
all the
person
time.
you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders. Northmore hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director. You suddenly see this dark void for the horror show it truly is. Filled with screaming fear we pretend to control. Sand leaks through my fingers. The roses I pruned in the garden back when I still had a family, all dead. Heat escapes my body. My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding. I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. And my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess.
I gotta say, being the director seems like it kind of has a fair few drawbacks. Oh no. I mean, if you give people the ability to make their own name, then they're gonna do stuff like that. Oh man, that's funny.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black.
Yeah, I mean, that is a very risky move, I feel like.
The many other doors are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there.
Well,
even the board.
I can't imagine they would put up with that for very long, though, right? Like, if someone's calling themselves Buttfucker 3000, aren't they going to be like, hey, stop that, or you're in trouble?
I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
Computer identification. Yeah, you might be right, because they're not going to call someone by that name, are they? You're going to want your real name, so you probably do have to like prove your identity. Because no one's going to say, oh yes, Mr. Buttfucker 3000. What can you tell us? This is just not going to happen. Especially like anyone of, you know,
the whispers growing louder.
In a more formal setting.
Worst winter storm in Bureau history. Retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau, everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes.
Making you whisper so I can barely hear you?
I need answers. I haven't heard back from
Like,
Darling.
oh my god, yeah.
Fear for
That
my
would be
friend, my closest
horrible.
ally. I think he made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger.
Like, in
my
that
duty
situation though, like, if you have a name as crude as that, wouldn't they just say... there would have to be some penalty for that.
Is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory.
Like, why have it...
To change things, you have to break yourself.
I guess...
I don't know if I have the
it'd be
strength.
like, it would literally, yeah.
And weak. I'm afraid.
I suppose you can't really have a name generated, or like a place to put a name in, and have restricted words, because otherwise, if someone's name is something that's been restricted, then how are they going to get in? On the other hand, you end up with what's happening. Someone didn't think that through. That is incredibly bright. Hiss is the opposing force. We will provide countermeasures. Except ingest them at control points. These countermeasures will benefit you. We will give resources for each completed countermeasure. Okay, so we're going to get side missions, is basically that. You're the director now. We expect independence/dependence. You are authority chosen one. The Bureau game needs you. You breaking the fourth wall there? Don't know how I feel about that. Has to be. Oh. It's like I was watching I think it was a charity stream in 2019, because it wasn't in while the pandemic was happening. But yeah, in 2019 there was like a charity stream, and they set up a donation thing, as they do, and like a donation goal. And literally, I think the goal was like $100,000. It was a pretty big stream. Can't remember who though. But like they had a pretty reasonable goal for how big their channel is, and it was within like 5 minutes of the beginning of the stream, like from when they announced the goal and sent the link out. Instantly, someone set like a fake donation for $999,999. So instantly it was broken because they didn't think about it. So that's pretty much what's going on there.
Hi, Jesse.
Hello.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Why does she
Just
have...
let me know.
That was weird. She had like the important...
Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
I can't hear it.
These questions could be answered by obtaining a live specimen.
Here? But we don't have the proper facilities.
Oh, I can hear it now, actually. Oh my god, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it wants us to unlock the first tier. And we get upgrades as we go. Weapon, and then something else, and then something else. Additional weapon form slot. Cool. Weapon forms. Shat has the high stopping power with the scatter shot. Oh, so it's a shotgun. Cool. Okay, so we got basically it's just like a crafting thing. Obscured weapon. Oh, just construct a random one. I'm good. Outfits. Change clothes. Charge into the field. Just take all of them, I guess. No. You may enjoy / execute / smile this measure. Smile not guaranteed. Where's the elevator?
Time to work.
Oh, it's
Me in the maintenance.
the janitor. The creepy
Like I said
janitor.
before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Is he though? Some tells me he might be somewhat sinister, and his Walkman is called a pony, and not a Sony. Well, gotta avoid that copyright. Whatever that is a very mesmerizing pattern. It's kind of like making me sleepy
the maintenance
almost.
sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override.
Yeah.
Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Who knows? Who knows? I am just gonna duck to the bathroom real quick. Back in a sec. We'll go for a bit more and then we'll finish up, I guess, and hopefully we'll get to see what Artie? However she said his name. See what he's about. Other than kind of creepy. Are you fucking kidding me? How big this place is?
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
How indeed. By going around the entire world, I imagine. I fucking love that noise. Oh. I'm surprised by just how manipulatable the environment is. A lot of games don't do this because it takes so much processing power. That was a ranger. It's one of those times where I'm lagging as bad as the stream. Oh, another control point. I'm glad it's giving us so many fast travel points. Ritual Impulse. I have 2 of those. What's a Ritual Impulse though? I'm gonna do that. I can get the Shatter. I don't really like Shotgun though. Oops. I'm just going to put this all on low. I'm sick of dealing with the lag. Low. Low. Off. 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 There we go. It's actually at 60 frames. Threshold Remnant. Conceptual materials. Okay. So I guess the Rangers drop the impulses for the upgraded group. I have no idea if I'm going the right way or not. Wow. Oh, okay. Sorry. Jeez. That will kill me. Is this the right way? Oh, janitor's office, okay.
What's down that way?
I don't know.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not the yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten.
The pensioner?
The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis is gonna be last winter's snow.
Right.
You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ahti.
Right. What a mess.
Yep.
Burn the trash.
Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all.
Alright, no need to be so
Burn
creepy.
it into a reindeer, not into a goose.
There we go. So we got level 2 clearance now, which is nice. Sweet. Okay, that's just opening up all the doors.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty.
Keep the lights on.
Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it, didn't trust it, didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end, contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
What, so does the gun just eventually make you kill yourself? Seems like a fucking raw deal. Ah, so this is what this is. Oh.
It's dangerous out here, lady. Go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
More people. Friendlies. Hopefully.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here.
Yeah, do you
We've been
think?
holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
So no one knows that it was called the hiss, and yet we're calling it the hiss because of what we saw in the documents. Like even some non-redacted ones. So... Coolant pumps, converters. I guess we'll go this way. This way? Oh my god. Those are new. Oh, and they explode. Perfect. Oh, Jesus! Fucking right behind me. Not doing a lot of damage though, like at all. One just exploded right on me and it did nothing. Which I'm fine with, obviously.
Power cut. Replace the parts.
That's easy. Okay, maybe I shouldn't just jump into the fray like that. Seems to be kind of dangerous. Oh, what was that? Oh, one of these. Alright, it's saved there, so I think we'll leave it. You can't save manually, unfortunately. Which I don't really like, but oh well. It seems to do a decent job of saving. Yep, okay. Can we hand in our... Yes, we can. Shatter projectile boost. Okay, let's exit to the main menu. And yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by this. So we'll keep going. I don't think it's a very long game. I'm not sure exactly how long, but I don't think it's like a 70-hour epic like we've been playing recently. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow with some probably Minecraft, I'd say. And yeah. So I'm gonna go. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, whichever it is, and thank you for watching. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Okay, bye bye.